Quick Start Guide for Google Display Setup. First, log into your Hoot account and navigate to your advertiser dashboard. From there, navigate to the dealer that you wish to set up display for. Go to the fourth icon from the left, Inventory Feeds, and locate your AdWords default feed or your custom feed that is in the AdWords feed format. Now, to get this feed updated, we will need to also have a starter file that can be found right here beside plus feed subscription, this download icon. And this is an empty AdWords feed that has all of the pre-established column headers. Go ahead and download that CSV and grab your feed link for your AdWords default feed or custom feed in the AdWords format. Copy feed link to clipboard or copy the feed link seen here. From here, navigate to your AdWords account and jump in. Go to Tools and Settings, Business Data. We're going to click the blue plus to create a new dynamic ad feed. Custom is the format. There is no automotive type within AdWords. We can name this whatever we'd like. We'll call this PT Dynamic. We're going to select a file from our computer. That's the empty AdWords feed that we downloaded a moment ago. Empty AdWords feed. And go ahead and apply. Once that's created, we will find it on our list and jump into that feed. And go ahead and set a schedule. We want this schedule to pull from the Hoot Interactive feed on a daily basis, since we update the data within that feed every night. Go to Schedules, New Schedule. The source will be HTTPS. I recommend deleting the existing HTTPS, and we're going to paste that feed link there. Again, that is the feed link that can be found here on your Inventory Feeds tab, or by clicking Copy Feed Link to Clipboard. We do not need a username or password, and the frequency is every 12 hours. Go ahead and save. And you can update now. Perfect. This has now updated this feed link to pull from the Hoot Interactive side every 12 hours, updating this data feed. We now need to set up our audience for the remarketing part of the dynamic display product. To do that, head to your Tools and Settings, Audience Manager. From there, Audience Sources. And if you don't have your Google tag set up, now is when you will set up the new tag. The process will be very similar to what we're about to do. If you do already have this view, go ahead and click these three dots and edit source. From here, you'll want to ensure that the second bubble is checked. And again, custom is going to be the business type. If you're in California, this restricted data processing section is up to you. If not, save and continue. And use Google Tag Manager, the third option. This is where you'll get your conversion ID. This is what you will provide to Hoot during the script installation process. Go ahead and continue once you've copied that. Now that we have our feed set up and we have our audience enabled, let's go ahead and walk through setting up a standard display remarketing campaign. Let's create a new campaign. Website traffic, display, and for now, I'm going to just use some filler information. The campaign setup window has changed slightly, so follow these steps. Choose your locations, and then within more settings, this is where you will choose now to use the data feed that we just created to power this dynamic display ad. So dynamic ads, check use dynamic ad feed, and select the feed you had just created. In this case, it was PT Dynamic. This campaign is now synced to that dynamic data feed. We can go to budget, and this is completely up to you, and targeting. So this is the step where we will sync it to our audience. So we'll go to Browse, Remarketing and Similar Audiences, Website Visitors, and it's going to be Product or Service Viewers Custom. From here, you would set up this campaign completely like you would a normal campaign. Go through your ads, establish your budgets, targeting has been set. Within the ads section, keep in mind that your ads are going to be based on what is in the feed. So if you are doing a broad campaign where you're including all feed items, make sure that your headlines are not vehicle specific. The data that will be dynamically retargeted into the ad will not correlate always with what you have put here. For example, do not make this headline 1 Honda Civic specific. Make it dealership specific. Great deals, huge inventory, things like that. You will have to provide an image and logo for default. This is Google's side requirement. Outside of that, create your headlines, descriptions, create your campaign, and you will be good to go. If you have any questions about setting up your dynamic display campaigns, please contact support through the Hoot platform or email us directly at support@hootinteractive.com.